A new Wordle puzzle is online. Click on the link to play.
Listening to the following video may give you clues. Please like and share the videos.
Dallas Stars force Game 7 against Calgary with 4-2 win. Dallas Stars beat Anaheim Ducks 4-2 to force Game 7 against Calgary.
Dallas star Tobias Reeder scores 3 goals and Tobias Makar scores 15 points in the playoffs. The Wild Card Stars force Game 7 against Calgary by taking 5 straight penalties.
This is an exciting time in the playoffs for the Dallas Stars, who have been favored throughout the entire series. Dallas Stars beat Anaheim Ducks 4-2.
The Dallas Stars beat the Anaheim Ducks 4-2 in a wild card game Saturday night. The win puts Dallas 1 point ahead of the Predators, who lost to the Arizona Coyotes.
With the win, Dallas will now face the Calgary Flames in the first round of the playoffs. Anaheim finished the regular season with just 1 win in its final 5 games.
Max Comtois scored an early goal off a face-off that rebounded off of Issa Lindell. In the second period, Troy Terry tied it, but Dallas scored twice in the last 7 minutes.
The Ducks went ahead early in the second period, but the Stars answered back. First, Hanley scored off a turnover in the Anaheim zone.
Later in the period, Terry tied it up after 19 of the middle period. And then, the Stars took control in the third period.
At 5:21 of the second period, Zegras, a 20-year-old former first-round pick, scored his 34th NHL goal. The Stars had a healthy goaltender on hand for the game, but they were without one at the end of the second period.
That forced Dallas to turn to emergency backup goalie Thomas Hodges, who made 2 saves while allowing 1. Although his save percentage was only .667, he was impressive nonetheless.
His save percentage, in fact, made him the 3rd star of the game, and he was praised by both teams. The Ducks lost 4 of their last 5 games, and were eliminated from the playoffs.
They've given up 17 goals in 4 games and have no playoff hope. Dallas had a chance to steal a series last week when they faced the Vancouver Canucks.
Now, they'll have to beat the Ducks to advance in the playoffs, and the series is essentially over.
Wild Card Stars take 5 straight penalties. The Stars took 5 straight penalties in Game 7, ending their season with a 3-0 series loss.
The Stars' defense surrendered a goal on 5 straight penalties. The Stars were outshot 44-23 and had a 45.8% penalty kill.
The Stars ended the series with 44 goals and 62 points. The Stars took a 48.8 penalty kill in Game 6.
Dallas outshot Calgary 30-20 in the second and third periods. The Flames tied the game early in the second period.
Declan's goal at Itone tied the game. The Stars were 0 for 4 on the power play.
Calgary is now 2 for 21 in the series. The Stars made it 2 for 22 in the third period.
It was a rough night for the Stars on the power play as Stars were outshot by a goal from winger Matthew Tkachuk in the first period.
In the second period, Stars defenseman Miro Heiskanen hit the crossbar with a shot. The Stars were outshot by a goal and 3 straight penalties in the third period.
The Stars' penalty kill was inconsistent. The Stars took a total of 19 shots in the first period.
The Stars' penalty kill was the best in the playoffs, but the penalty killers were the biggest problems for the Wild Card Stars. Their penalty kill prevented the Stars from gelling as a team.
In the third period, the Stars barely played Vladimir Tarasenko. The Blues had over 3 minutes of ice time on power plays.
They were 0 for 10 on the power play in the series. Tobias Reeder scores 3 goals.
Tobias Reeder scored his first 3 goals of the playoffs while shorthanded, giving the Wild Card Stars a 4-2 win over the Calgary Flames on Monday night. The Flames have been killing penalties all postseason long, but Reeder's first 3 shorthanded goals of the postseason were especially impressive.
In addition, Calgary has scored shorthanded goals in 3 straight games against the Stars, a streak that stretches back to 1995. Reeder has scored 5 goals in the last 2 seasons for the Wild Card Stars.
This season, the veteran winger has been struggling to get points and is being held back by injuries. While he has had a good season in his first 2 years in the NHL, he is not playing well.
His previous 3 seasons in the league have included 12 to 16 goals, The wildcard Stars have a good shot at drafting a center with Tobias Reeder, but he has yet to find an offensive partner.
After the game, the Flames were tied with Vancouver and San Jose in the Pacific Division. Tobias Reeder, a third-round draft pick in 2016, scored 3 goals on the fourth line.
The game marked the 400th game of the Wild Card Stars and his first 3 goals in the postseason. In this game, Reeder replaced Matthew Tkachuk in the top 6, who has yet to play since being knocked out in Game 2.
Tobias Reeder scores 3 goals as the Wild Card Stars beat the Calgary Flames. Milan Lucic and Tobias Reeder each scored a goal.
The Wild Card Stars' first goal was scored by Tobias Reeder off a TJ Brodie shot with 34 seconds left in the first period. The last goal came after a fight between Tkachuk and JT.
Tobias Makar scores 15 points in playoffs.
Despite being the 7th overall pick in the 2018 NHL Draft, Tobias Makar has not disappointed his fans. The right-handed center has been a consistent force for the Golden Knights throughout the playoffs.
Makar has a total of 15 points in 39 career postseason games, and his plus-minus rating is a positive +5. The scouting committee also gave Makar an honorable mention for his play in the regular season.
The third-year winger scored 2 goals and 1 assist in his NHL postseason debut, and he has already surpassed his point total from the regular season. After registering 21 points in 34 games as a rookie, Makar was selected by the Colorado Avalanche.
The native of Boston, Ma, played 2 seasons at the University of Massachusetts before being drafted to the NL in his junior season. He won gold with Team Canada at the World Junior Championship.
Earlier this season, Makar scored a go-ahead goal against the Dallas Stars in the first round of the playoffs. His 15 points in the postseason make him the top-scoring defenseman in the NHL through 4 games.
Makar also had a hat-trick in Game 3 against the Dallas Stars, giving the Avalanche a 2-1 series lead. Game 4 will take place Wednesday in Denver.
On Monday, he was named a finalist for the Norris Trophy, and his efforts have earned him a spot in the top 3. His 3 points in Game 4 helped the Avalanche to defeat the Nashville Predators in the Western Conference semifinals.
In addition, the 3-year deal Makar signed with the NHL team includes the number 8, so he may have to switch his jersey number before the series ends. Tobias Reeder's late-game heroics.
Tobias Reeder's late goals and the Golden Knights defenseman's heroics were the difference in a 2-1 overtime win for the Wild Card Stars in Game 6. The Golden Knights were in the hunt for a first-round bye before Tobias Reeder's clutch play.
Reeder's game-winning goal in the third period forced a Game 7 against Calgary. The Wild Card Stars, which are seeded 6th in the Western Conference, needed the win to make it to the next round.
The Wild Card Stars are a young core. The team's most talented players have combined to post solid seasons.
With the addition of Mikhail Grigorenko in the O'Reilly trade, the team has improved a lot of young talent. Tobias Reeder and Alex Burrows, both rookies, have stepped up in big ways and will be key components of the Wild Card Stars.
The Oilers have a young but talented defensive core. Cam Fowler, Sami Vatanen, Hampus Lindholm, and Simon Despers all contribute to the team's defensive core.
Newcomer Kevin Bieksa will take the place of Francois Beauchemin, who has departed for the Avalanche. In net, Frederik Andersen has already established himself as an upper-echelon starter, and Anton Khudobin and John Gibson are solid backends.
With these players, Bruce Boudreau must be giddy about the prospects. The Penguins, meanwhile, are a team that should have a good chance of reaching the postseason.
While there is no guarantee, the team has a solid core of players and the talent to push the Penguins into the postseason. In addition to Tobias Reeder's heroics, the Stars have a healthy lineup, including Adam Clendening, Ali Mata, and Derek Pouliot.